Good afternoon from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This is Smart Madu Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite and the anchor of Nigeria Now, RONN, and the Nightingale Radio International. How are you all doing? Good. Second broadcast of the day. Why Nigerians love corrupt men as their leaders. You may want to wonder, for a country that is 64 years old, with everything that there is to build a nation and actually build the whole of Africa in it, we cannot boast of stable electricity. We cannot boast of a good healthcare delivery system. We cannot boast of a good educational system. We cannot boast of infrastructure. We can't boast of taking care of our children. We can't boast of just anything. Yes, the country's resources is in the hands of a corrupt few. Yes, driven by greed and selfishness. Men and women who hate Nigeria and are determined to do everything to destroy it. Yes. And those are the men who cornered our country's resources, the country's resources. They are the ones who can give handouts. And you trust Nigerians love freebies. They love handouts. They love to be given free things that are actually not free. That is the major bait that has destroyed our country. We love free things. We are so intellectually and mentally lazy to reason through the veils that we have covering our eyes. Tribalism is another chief factor. Nigerians are too tribal. They are too tribal. Even if the same man from their tribe is killing them, they prefer to stick with him rather than veer out and support a fellow Nigerian who has clean hands, with good hearts, and with that power to serve, to build, to utilize, yes, to expand and to extend and sustain capacity. They will not go for that person. They will not. Religious nationalism. Nigerians will line behind a goat as long as he tells them that he's a Christian or he's a Muslim. Their vote will go to religion. Yeah, driven by corrupt people. Of all the people who come behind in the name of Jesus and the name of Allah to wreck Nigeria, they produced absolutely nothing. Yes, we are too religious. Religiously or criminally religious. That is part of the problem of Nigeria. And then Nigeria has lost its moral compass because families are not raising their children anymore the way they ought to raise them. The distance between children and parents is so wide in Nigeria now. Young children will go, somebody who has no business owning a car will come and buy a car for his own father. The father or mother will not ask him the source of income. They know he has no meaningful way of earning money. That's when they start doing fraud and corruption. Yes. They live above their means. They will live life by all means and at all costs. Nobody cares about anything. Like me now, if I go to Nigeria and I'll go and just suddenly flood the whole place with money. All they are interested in that money. They're not interested in how did the smart get this money. They know that I perhaps was incapable of buying a jet. Now all of a sudden I have a fleet of jets flying all over the whole place, lining people up to begin to give them handout. Nigerians love handouts. Nigerians are so cheap. I am a Nigerian. we have to speak the truth to these people. The man who is a criminal with money, the man who is a criminal with money, a Nigerian with money, a Nigerian criminal with money is the best leader. No matter what you do to tell them that, no, let's look critically at this. No. It's our leader. It's the leader. They call him leader. That is why we are where we are. You want us to look at every stage of Nigeria from at all levels. Rogue president of Nigeria is a rogue. We are back. Nigerians, typical Nigerians, they are listening to me. I don't have to tell you what you want to hear. Because, oh my, all right. Okay, we're back. Nigerians, I don't want to tell you what you want to hear. Unless it is the truth. Somebody has to tell you the truth. Why your country is falling apart. And you are all watching, hoping that who is going to come fix it for you. Nigerians have been positioned put in a position where they cannot stand up for anything. They will fall for everything because of the generalized corruption. Corruption has gone into the grassroots of Nigeria. A Nigerian will not do anything for you that will help his or her country grow without expecting that you have to give him money, without expecting that you have to pay him or her money. That is, nobody sacrifices for their country. They now believe that these thieves are the heroes. These thieves are those who have been positioned to help their country. Even as the country is dying, eroding violently, they don't see it. They will adjust to every situation. And then they will carry Jesus in their mouth and Allah on the other side of it. Yes, they can't see problems and the need to solve it. Nigerians are mostly very corrupt. Yeah, corruption has killed Nigeria. It's not only the elites now. It has gotten down to the grassroots. And because the people are poor, they do all kinds of things for survival. So when you come to tell them about nation building, you are joking, you are wasting your time. They want to collect that thing. That money is so important to them. Now, no matter how little it is, they want to collect. The way Nigerians react to issues. I have been to so many countries, over 30 countries. I have never seen a people who respond to pains the way Nigerians respond. They call it resilient. No, I say it's corruption. Nigerians are not resilient. You are corrupt. Now you have a window to set yourself free. Hey, dirty Latifle, how are you? Thank you very much. Peace to you too. Hey, Shadow, thank you very much. Yes, I welcome all of you. I welcome all of you who took time to be part of this stream. Yes, why Nigerians love corrupt leaders. Corrupt leaders are the ones who have stolen everything from the country. They have paralyzed everybody. They have the money. They will come close to election, during Christmas, and during festivities. They will come and buy rice, give the people a few sprinkle of whatever they call it palliative. The people will be singing praises. The young people who ought to be standing up for their country will lose their minds. You know, what do they want to be? They want to be like these people. They emulate them. Good people are no role models. Good people in Nigeria now are ashamed of being good people. They are afraid of being good people. The truth is now a sin. It's a crime in Nigeria. The truth is an offense in Nigeria. So you cannot speak the truth in Nigeria and get anywhere. You cannot be a leader in Nigeria if you don't have money to buy the people. And our people still in the midst of what they do to themselves. They want their country to be America. They want their country to be like Kuwait. They want their country to be like United Arab Emirates. They want their country to be, I don't want to talk about England because England is an advanced village where that was built with Nigerian money, so I'm not going to talk about it. Then they want their country to be like Germany. Germans work hard. Yeah, Germans work hard to build their country. They don't go all out exploiting other people. Yes, they are different. They're a different brand in Europe. The Germans are a very different brand. I give it up to them. Yes, so corruption, mental laziness, intellectual shallowness. Yes, and tribal nationalism are what is those things that have killed Nigeria and are continuing to kill Nigeria. Yes, a church pastor with a large congregation. What does it do? They do everything to increase their subscription. How many people are in their church? It's not because they want to win any soul for God. All right, they are winning souls for themselves, for their economic ends. And they repress these people, they manipulate them, and emotionally blackmail them to collect their money. Then in those ones who are Muslims, especially in the north, yes, they blackmail them, they lie to them about what Allah did not say. They tell them that they justify their poverty in the name of Allah, telling them that their situation, their abject poverty, their extreme poverty is the creation of Allah. Allah does not make people poor. Yes, if you're a Muslim, hear me today. Allah does not make anybody poor. What is making you poor is bad leadership. What is making you poor is that the man who is preaching lies to you, that makes you, represses you, and then you make you hand over everything to Allah who brought you into this world to make a difference. And you stay bland and don't make a difference. You will be held accountable by Allah on the last day, on the judgment day. So you guys, you believe in judgment, right? On judgment day, Allah is going to call you to ask you, what did you do with your life? What did you do with the basic human rights that I gave to you? Your right to your life, your right to your choice. When it came to the time of choosing leaders, who did you choose? Did you make that choice by yourself? Or you allowed one emir or Sultan Saad to make that decision for you, like they did for you in 2023, when they told you to line behind two hypocrites because they believe that they are Muslims. And the man who could have done a better job for the whole of Nigeria, they say is Kafiri and a Christian, dying Christian. Don't vote for him. And all of you went like Nama and put your vote for two bad hypocrites. One was convicted here in the United States as a drug dealer. All right? And then the other one is a terrorist that you know, Kashin Shetima. You know he's a terrorist. All of you know. Saad Bello. Saad Abubakar knows that he's a terrorist. Yeah, because they are all in it together. And all the emirs in the north know that he's a terrorist. All the political leaders in the north know that this man has a connection with terrorism and the banditry. Yes, and then look at Bello Matawale, Minister of Defense. They all know. So now the question is, and they won't shut up. They won't stop talking. They want to be the one in charge of Nigeria. 30 million children, Nigerian children, are there right in their face every day with empty plates, begging for food from in the morning to night time. They go for days, even months, without taking shower. Saad, the 10 northern governors, all the religious leaders, Gumi, they will sit there. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, right? That's what they say. Alhamdulillah. God, you are thanking God for making others poor. You are thanking God for making other people's children poor. Something ain't right. It's corruption. Nigerians are corrupt. They are corrupt in the north. They are corrupt in the east. They are corrupt in the west. They are corrupt in the south. The country is a mess as it stands right now. You can hardly find a Nigerian who will tell you the truth about everything. Everybody is looking for money, how to hustle. And in the process of doing that, they lose touch. They can't raise their children right. The children are raising themselves by themselves. Whatever they know is on the street. They kill now. Little kids kill. Some kill their parents to make money, hoping that that will make them money. Then some, all of a sudden, we come with bales of money. A 19-year-old who is supposed to be in school, he comes with this type of frightening money. And then, and you know what? And whatever they are doing, they don't last long. They die. Nigerian young people are lost. And then when a country loses its youths, that country will be imperiled. And that is what we've been trying to tell the people of Nigeria. Stop and let us ponder about how to save this country. The country is dying. The country is dying. Any person who is giving you false hope through this democracy that Nigeria is going to get better, the person is joking. And those who are aspiring to lead Nigeria through the ballot, you know that we are not going to have an election in 2027 that will be credible, that will be better organized than what brought a drug dealer and a terrorist to power. The one that brought all the criminals as governors and all the criminals rogues as members of the state and national assembly. We are not going to get no election. Nothing. On what ground are you going to run an election? Why is it that we have not reformed the political process? All right, there has not been an electoral reform. All right, you guys are joking. Nigeria needs now, for the few good ones, for the very few good ones, and those who are able to talk, what we need is a conference on how to take Nigeria by all means necessary now. Yes, that's what I'm saying. How to take Nigeria by all means necessary. They have destroyed the armed forces. The leaders of the armed forces speak for them. They make political statements. I think I shared something from the U.S. Chief of Defense Staff or Joint Chairman of Defense Staff. The statement he made about the role of the Army here in the United States. He said they do not defend individuals. Who they defend is the United States of America. Yes, it was about 2 minutes video circulating so widely. So I told them, share this until General Christopher Musa sees it, Olukayode sees it, Egbetoku sees it, so they will understand what their role is and not to be defending politicians who are destroying the country for everybody, including themselves. Corruption has killed Nigeria. Nigerians are very, very corrupt. Now, when other people tell us, we get angry over it. Majority of Nigerians are corrupt. You are corrupt by being actively corrupt. You are corrupt by seeing corrupt people destroy your country and you do nothing. You are corrupt by your conspiracy of silence. You are corrupt by passively being involved with corruption. You are corrupt by having anything to do with corrupt men. You are corrupt by accepting anything from those you know that are stealing and bleeding the country to death. You are corrupt. All of us are corrupt. It's a disease, very bad virus that has taken over Nigeria. What can we do? Where are the few good ones? Why can't we come together and start making noise? And now from noise we can crystallize into something. This is what the time needs for Nigeria. We have abdicated our responsibility to that country. We forget that that country is supposed to be our mother. It's supposed to be our father. And we are allowing some of us to rape our mother and father to death, bleed them to death, kill them, starve them of food, criminally neglect them. Yes, because we want to be seen as civil. Yes, we want to be seen as civil. Really, they tell me about diplomacy. Why should I be diplomatic with the people whose policies are killing Nigerians. So now, am I supposed to be the offender? And the offender is the diplomatic one? Are you serious? That is how Nigerians think. They tell you, let's be civil, be diplomatic. Why should I be diplomatic with those who are violently killing our people? Those who left mercenaries loose, and then nothing is being done about them. They know the sources of funding. They know those who are behind them, and nobody does anything. Nigeria is a very corrupt country. I am from there. I am a Nigerian. I am not absolving myself, even though that I am not taking part in corruption. But for the sake of this discussion, so it won't be like I'm condemning everybody in my country. That is why I'm including myself. We are a very corrupt people. We must change. If we don't change our ways, we will not have a country. Soonest, Nigeria will be history. Who wants to be part of this dump? Who wants to be part of where women are abused, women are raped and then destroyed, and then when they raise their fingers, the corrupt men mob them. See what is taking place at the National Assembly of Nigeria. Show of shame. Wonder how many senators ganging up against one woman who stood up, because all of them are involved in sexual harassment. Yes, all of them. All of them. These are people who see our young girls being traded by banks, being prostituted by banks in the name of commercial marketing. Yes. And that is an emergency that ought to provoke a legislation to put an end to the evil practices by the banks of Nigeria, who prostitute our young girls in the name of marketing. Because they are all guilty of the evil. You are more in number, but your number does not make any sense anymore because of what you have, how you have reduced yourself. Where they say is poverty. There was a time in my life where we did not have so much, but that did not make me become something else that I was not supposed to be. So, okay, yes, countries get poor. But countries decide that we have to end our poverty. They chart a new course to end their poverty. They charge a new course by putting power in the hands of the right people, whether they have money or not. Yes. Do you know how much it costs to run an election in Nigeria? So many rivers to cross to become anything in Nigeria. Yeah, politically. So many rivers. You have leaders to deal with, who will sit down and expect everybody who comes to them. They call it consultation. When you go, you have to drop money for them. Yes. And they will collect from every aspirant. And all of them will make you false promises. Yeah, they know the highest bidder collects the ticket. That is what they do. You have to have that to deal with. Then when they are doing their congresses, you have to pay the voters. You have to pay those who will choose the candidate, who will help them bring the candidate. It's money. They don't look at the character. They don't look at the abilities. They don't look at the knowledge. They don't look at the courage. They don't look at excellence. All they look out for is money. That was how Bola Ahmed Tinubu won the APC presidential primaries. That was how corrupt Atiku. Yes, with a lot of stolen money. Yeah, they were buying votes. They were buying delegate votes using foreign currencies, using the dollar to buy votes. Yes. So that's how two of them emerged, presidential candidates. Two robbers, two criminals. Nigeria had an opportunity to make a difference. They failed to make the difference. But these same people won't stop crying. They won't stop complaining. They won't stop just, oh God. I'm short of words. How to describe Nigerians in order not to be too brutal on them. Yeah, but the people of Nigeria need a hard, a hard, a hard word, a harsh word. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know if anything wakes them up anymore. Yes, for the kind of country their country has become. Corruption. Corruption related to tribalism. Corruption related to hate. Corruption related to bigotry. Corruption related to religious nationalism. Yes. Corruption on all fronts. Yes. Yes. A man who has not demonstrated, has not managed any company, comes with a bail of money. And the people of Nigeria will call him leader. He's the leader. He has no character. He revs moral bankruptcy. He's a thief. He brings the money. That's the leader that the Nigerian people, the ones that they call the leaders in Nigeria. You have to have that money. It doesn't matter how and where you got it from. When I was growing up, I used to play soccer. I was a soccer addict. My mom, you bring a ball to our house. Sometimes, we forge this relationship with our peers. That like the balls were so close to it. Like you can almost speak to your soccer ball, and it listens. Then we make deals. I say, okay, please give me a ball. I'm gonna take it home so I can. When you go to bed, you put it on your head. Yes, that was how passionate I was. Some of us were about playing soccer. When you brought those type of ball, my mom knew that she didn't buy it for you. She's gonna tell you, no, you're not gonna bring this ball here. She will hold your hand and ask you to show him who gave you that ball. Or show her who gave you that ball. When you get there, you will say, sorry, keep your ball. I will buy for my son. Yes. But those times are gone. People don't care about anymore. Children will steal and bring for their parents in Nigeria. And the parents will celebrate them. Yeah, that's those fraudsters, the one they call Yahoo Yahoo. Yes. They will kill people, sell their body parts, buy vehicles, and give to their parents. And their parents will be celebrating them. We celebrate non-entities. We celebrate wealth that we don't know where they come from. That is the sad Nigeria. Corruption. Corruption. Corruption has killed Nigeria. Nigerians are responsible for what damaged their country. Sometimes some people will tell you that this thing is irredeemable. And the scourge of corruption has gone even to a 10-year-old boy in Nigeria. He's already corrupt. That is how bad it is. Parents have failed woefully. Televisions are raising children in Nigeria. Children are raising themselves. You can only give what you have. The parents of this age in Nigeria mostly don't have anything to offer their children. Yes, they have what they offer them, how they think that they are doing good as parents is to buy them question papers for main examination like JAMB and WAEC. A parent will go and buy question papers. Yes. Yes. Pay to buy a leaked question papers for their children to get ahead inordinately. And then what happens when they become doctors? They are bad doctors. When they become engineers, they are bad engineers. When they become lawyers, they are bad lawyers. When they are nurses, they are very bad nurses. You see the mess in Nigeria. They don't understand that they are digging the grave of their country. They are killing their children by exposing them to corruption. When a child knows that you bought him a question paper, how you have destroyed the moral base of that child. Yes, because you showed them that corruption is good. And the children are sponges. They watch what parents do. Yes, this is how sad. Nigeria is a morally bankrupt country. Yes, it needs serious cleansing. We are not going to get Nigeria back through an election. Any person who is voting in an election or running for an election in Nigeria is wasting time. Nigeria needs a hard reset. Nigeria needs a hard reset. Yes, if we don't do that hard reset, these criminals holding Nigeria hostage, they will get worse. Look at what they are doing, the way they displayed wealth that is not theirs, what they stole from our country. And we lying behind them in celebration. They are great people. Akpabio is a great man. Bola Tinubu is a great man. Great from what he stole from the people of Nigeria. Great for what he did not work for. Kashin Shettima is a great man. All of them in the National Assembly and the State Assembly, all the state governors are considered great in Nigeria for stealing from the people. What a country and what a people. Corruption. Corruption is the chief reason why Nigeria is on the canvas. The people of Nigeria are mostly corrupt. I am one of them. We are a very corrupt people. And it is a shame. It is a shame that those who ought to be standing up are keeping quiet. Why are they keeping quiet? Because their hands have been soiled. When you eat the fruit of corruption, you are silenced forever. That is where we are. Where are the good people in Nigeria? Where are the good men? Where are the real patriots? It is time we came together to battle for the soul of that beautiful land. Yes, very beautiful country that is going through a violent destruction on all fronts. Nigeria is so vulnerable right now. The armed forces, we don't have the soldiers like in Zogo anymore in the armed forces who could come to our rescue. Yes, to clean up the country first. And then if we want to do democracy, we do real democracy. There are no Nzogos in the army anymore. There are no Nzogos in the Air Force. There are no Nzogos anywhere. We are trapped. We are in a serious trouble. We need an Ibrahim Traore in Nigeria. But no, it cannot happen. We don't have it. We don't have it. The Nigerian army is as corrupt. Yes, it's as corrupt. Yes, look at what their leadership is doing everywhere. So Nigerians are in a one chance. The only way Nigerians can free themselves is to come together, stop Islam, stop Christianity, take your African garb and say, you know what, I'm a Nigerian, I'm an African, this is the trouble my country is facing. We have to deal decisively with it right now, or we will not have a future. Our children and their children's children will not have futures. People who reason like that, who are forward-looking, yes, who are futuristic, they are the only one who can take action for Nigeria right now. Action is needed, really, now. Election will not cut it for Nigeria. Any person angling for 2027, I can tell you, write today's date down. We're going to play this thing. Thank God that social media will remind you of what you said some years ago. Yes, I want to be held accountable on this. Nigeria will not have a successful election in 2027, and it's going to get worse than what we had in 2023, especially with a rogue with his hand on the levers of power. Forget it. Forget it. The entire political system in Nigeria needs to be flushed. Yeah, flushed down the drain. That's what I'm saying. You are organizing for a political party. Now, the political parties, if someone like me want to come and run for a position in an election, they know that I'm a good guy. They know that if I take Nigeria right now, I will turn Nigeria around. They know at least on moral ground, morality will return to Nigeria, first of all, because that's what we need that first. You have a man with a clean hands, leading Nigeria. Maybe 20% of the country's trouble is solved. And then we start looking into other areas where Nigeria has failed. And then we confront those responsible for the failure in those areas. You know, there are some people with clean hands who can make that happen. But the process of bringing those type of people to power is very, very bleak. Party nomination forms, I will not be able to afford it. Yes, but they know that I can do it. So you see, now they have screened out the real potentials, those who can lead the country. They have, through their political parties, screened them out and then made them impotent and unable to be in that pathway to being to representing their country and leading them well. Why am I going to pay 40 million to buy a form, a piece of paper? They need to ask how people emerge as candidates here in the United States, yes, or in other places. We don't have to do it the way the United States does it. Let's use policy to do it. Yes, bring a blanket policy. Government can sponsor candidates. Yeah, through the state, not government. The state has a standing policy for how people emerge. Yes, they don't have to pay money. Then good leaders will emerge. And then we don't have to do all this, what Professor Nwosu did, option A4. It brought about the best election. We don't have to be psychedelic about how to web. Okay, did they not bring the website? What do you call it? Electronic voting thing. Even if they didn't even do it right, where did we do? They turned out the server. So let us use an African approach to deal with an African problem, because we are Africans. We don't have to do it the European way. What works for us is what we should adapt ourselves to curb this criminality. Yes, the good people will never have access to leading Nigeria unless something drastic happens. And this is what we are calling for. You, Nigerian, you at home, you have so many children, you find it difficult to feed them now. Day and night, a lot of people are calling me. I'm broke most of the time from helping people. Yes, you should be doing the work now of the legwork of organizing. Yes, call for protest. Nigerians will not come. They expect you to pay them money. Yes, to be responsible. So that one, I don't even waste my time on that. Calling Nigerians to protest for anything, no. It's a waste of time. And that is why they are not able to sustain anything until they get a result. Nigerians will protest one day, tomorrow they are out. The Nigerian Labour Congress is one of the worst, the most corrupt organizations. They will say they want to work for the people of Nigeria. They want to protest for workers. Their leadership will get paid, and then they call off the strike the next minute. Yes, that's what they do. Nigerians are not able to sustain action. Look at NSAS. Look at NSAS. Okay, you started something. They killed some people. Yes, I feel sad that they killed those people. It could have been me that they killed. It could have been my own son that they killed. But that's part of the struggle. They killed some people and then everybody ran away. I thought that killing those people will get the nation more incensed to get the job done. And they killed the people for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and then they opened food warehouses around the country. And then the objective of their action was defeated. People now were scrambling for food. What kind of a people are we? We react in reverse gear, as opposed to how normal people react. We are not a normal people. Nigerians, we are not. We won't do the way we react to issues in Nigeria. We have a problem, and it is mental. We have to free our minds, because none but ourselves can do that for us. Britain will not come to free Nigeria. Germany will not come to free Nigeria. Argentina will not come to free Nigeria. It is only Nigerians that will stand up to free themselves and save their country. Now is the time. Are you willing to do this? Are you willing to do this? Are you willing to stop thinking that everybody who comes close to you, good people who comes around you, have to pay you money in order for you to listen to them and listen to the truth that they represent and listen to the light that they beam for you to follow? Are you going to continue to follow men and women of darkness into deeper darkness? Yes, those men that you call, they have money. You don't ask where the money came from. Money that they stole from you, and they come and give you a little bit of it, and then you support them. You call them leaders. Where have they led you? Look at the result. No roads, no hospital, no education, no infrastructure, darkness. Everywhere is hopeless. Nigeria, it is time for the people of Nigeria, we, the people of Nigeria, to rise up and retake our country. Bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you in the next stream. Thank you very much, everybody who joined this particular stream. Share this message if you love what we are doing. Please, comment and then recommend our channel and our ideology page for your friends and fans and well wishers and family members, because that way we grow, and then when we grow, everybody wins. And when we grow, when you do that, YouTube, Facebook will continue to recommend our streams for other people to watch, and then perhaps we win more souls that will help advance the cause of Nigeria and Africa. Bye for now, and I love you guys.